There was a quote that I made a couple of weeks ago, and I wrote it in my journal. The quote is, "It's not how you start the day, but how you finish the day." And I've experienced this myself. There's been days where I've been thinking of doing something, on continuing to do something, and maybe one day it might have not have went as good, so then I fear the next day being the same. And sometimes I can put that off for hours, and that can just ruin my whole day. And I feel like that is how some fears are created, is through bad experiences. What I've realised, it's more of an obvious one. By experiencing something in the past doesn't mean that you'll experience the same thing and having a bad experience. And there has been days where, I've talked about this before, but where I've had the mindset of going, you know what, I'm just going to wing it. I don't care how I feel, I don't care how I'm acting or how I'm thinking of a situation. I think that's a better way of explaining it. And I said to myself, you know what, I'm just going to do it. And sometimes that is creating videos. There's times where I create videos and they just don't go to plan. And I feel like a lot of the time it's just me. It's just me thinking about the negatives, thinking about, in a sense, more about feeding the negatives. I'm feeding into that rubbish that can have an effect. And sometimes, as I've said, a lot of the time I tell myself, you know what, I'm just going to push myself through this. And I'm going to try and think of things, the positive things that could go right instead of things that could go wrong. And I am able to create good videos, just like what I'm doing right now, or decent enough. And that goes with not only stuff like this, but also other stuff in my life. Sometimes we can hold ourselves back and say, you know what, I'm not going to do this just because of this bad experience. But then that's holding us back. When I do have that mindset of saying to myself, you know what, I'm just going to wing it, I'm just going to go for it and not try and feed in to these negative thoughts, negative feelings that I have towards the thing that I want to do, but I'm also feared of the outcome of doing that thing. And I do it, and I would say 9 times out of 10, you know what happens? I am able to do that thing. I push myself towards it. And a lot of the time, that's all we need. We need ourselves to push ourselves forward. For a lot of us, there isn't going to be people behind us to push us. There's a lot of times in my life where I have had people that have helped me. But when you grow up, there's not going to be everyone around you. I'm not saying that you're going to be lonely, but when you do grow up, there's not going to be as much people around you than you once had. So you do need to start pushing yourself and tell yourself exactly what it is that you want and try and fight through these challenges. No one knows the answers. We only know the things that work for us. I don't think there really is answers, but there's only ways that we know that helps us. And that's why I say in my videos that things might work for you or they might not. But the things that work for me, I just like to share them because they can help you. So this is a quote that I made myself. There could be other similar quotes to it. There probably is. But yeah, this is just one quote that I think is just so important and it resonates with me. And it's something that I use all the time. I think to myself, I go, you know what? This morning might have not have been great, but it doesn't mean that it has to always be like that. And things can change throughout the day. Just like how one day or one moment you're positive and in the next moment you're in a negative situation. It's the opposite as well. It can be the opposite. And I think, again, it's up to us on what we do. And for me, sometimes by just winging it and by just trying to get past the negative thoughts about what could go wrong does help me. It might not be like a sustainable thing, but right now in the moment, it really does help me. So I hope that this video could help you in any type of way. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you could please like this video, subscribe down below, and if you know anyone that may benefit from watching this, then I would very much appreciate it if you could please share this video to them. Thank you so much. Thank you again for watching, and I will see everyone in the next one.